Amidst the chaos of Christ's arrest, his disciples fled into hiding. Then, abandoned and seemingly defenseless, Jesus was taken back into the city to face his accusers as the fulfillment of messianic prophecy accelerated.
For wicked and deceitful men have opened their mouths against me. They have spoken against me with lying tongues.
On Friday morning, Jesus was subjected to 2 trials, one Jewish and religious, the other Roman and secular. In the first, many believe he was led up these steps to the home of the high priest, where he was interrogated by a hastily convened meeting of the Sanhedrin, the supreme Jewish council.
He knows from the prophecies that he has to be crucified, and that means he's got to be turned over to the Roman authorities. The Jews don't have the authority under Roman government to crucify anybody. They may on occasion stone somebody to death, as they do later with Stephen. But the prophecies are not that this Messiah is going to be stoned to death, but that he's going to be pierced and nailed through. So in order for that to be fulfilled, you have the illegitimate trial that takes place in the middle of the night, trying to get him condemned as a heretic so that they can take him the next morning to Pilate and say, this man is such a blasphemer, he deserves to die.
Christ's trial before the Sanhedrin began with the testimony of several false witnesses. Each failed to present a convincing reason to crucify him. Finally, Caiaphas, the high priest, confronted Jesus.
The high priest asked him, "Are you the Christ, the Son of the Blessed One?" "I am," said Jesus, "and you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the Mighty One, and coming in the clouds of heaven."
Contrary to popular opinion, this Son of Man title is not a merely human title. The way it's used by Jesus, it's a claim to messiahship. He claims to be a co-regent on God's throne, sitting at the right hand of God, coming in the clouds, which in the Old Testament is a reference only to God, and coming in judgment. That combination of claims gets the proclamation and mark that he's a blasphemer.
Christ claimed that God was his Father, making himself equal with God. And that is one of the primary reasons that the religious leaders wanted to crucify him, because he made himself equal with God.
You blasphemers!
The high priest then tore his clothes. "Why do you need any more witnesses? You have heard the blasphemy. What do you think?" And they all condemned him as worthy of death.
Lacking the legal authority to crucify Jesus, the high priest ordered that he be taken to Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor of Judea, and a pivotal figure in the fulfillment of the prophecies of the Passion.